Welcome back, family. Welcome back to What's the Juice at the Juicy T 1111 Energy. Okay, you guys. So tapping in, okay, to the energies that be very tricky kind of an energy. Okay, let me tell you why. But this is not projection. I'm just sharing with you. I don't know how many of you felt like yesterday was Saturday, but I definitely did. And especially after receiving an email saying that something was delivered or attempted to be delivered, but a driveway or the door was blocked, right? So I immediately think I don't have a driveway and there's nothing blocking the door unless it's somebody sitting at the bottom, apartment telling somebody not to come or, I'm not home or something like that, right? So I call and I'm like, hey, I was here. I was here. Why? Okay. And this is why I say the Matrix is so deceptive. And then on top of that, just why can't people just be honest? I mean, it wouldn't even make any sense to, USPS to say you attempted to deliver something on a Sunday when everybody knows the United States Postal Service is closed on a Sunday. But because I got that notification and because you said you attempted it, I immediately was like, well, that's a lie because I was right here. I never left, right? I didn't go anywhere. Lo and behold, it was Sunday. You feel me, family? But we're not going to go too far down that rabbit hole. I was just, giving you an example of the matrix and its deception, right? If they say they have a 2-day delivery time, quite naturally, common sense, you already figure, Sunday would not be included unless they are actually delivering it from, maybe a carrier that they have chosen other than United States Postal Service. But you see what I'm saying, family? That's what I'm talking about. The Matrix is so full of shit. Okay, but we're not going to focus on that. We're going to get the messages out today, because I definitely thought yesterday was a Saturday because of the notification I got. And I was like, I haven't gone anywhere. Matter of fact, I keep opening the door checking, you know what I mean? Because it's food. Okay, it was food. All right. And it wasn't like food like from a restaurant. It was just, food. And I was like, huh. So, this is the energy. Okay. The Matrix is so full of shit that it's ridiculous. Like they can't even keep, anything honest. Don't even send out a notification because anybody with common sense is going to realize that 2 business days, normally if it's anything to do with the weekend, it's going to be a Friday, Saturday, right? And if you can't get it there on that Saturday, most likely it'll come on Monday, right? But this is what I'm talking about. They'll send out a notification. They'll tell you they attempted to deliver something and you're like, hmm? And then you get looking around like, well, who, you know what I'm saying? Yes. Okay. You're looking around and you're like, well, who would have stopped that package? You know what I mean? That kind of energy. Okay. So before we tap in any further, let's go on and just see what it is that the divine needs and wants you to know. Something out here about boundless energies. Dolphins may be significant, but I call upon the divine to surround me. I invite my ancestors, guides, and protectors to stand with me and within me. No lower energy may enter this space, only or my temple. Only what serves truth, healing, and highest good may dwell here. And so it is. Ashe. And yes, yesterday I was meditating, and that is what I was told to add to the protection. All right, family? So, yeah, look, you have out here boundless energy, okay, and unfair expectations, okay? So that's what I think Spirit was trying to talk about. Or basically had me share, with this unfair expectations, okay, demanding too much from you, and this isn't even demanding too much from you, but this is what it's saying: demanding too much from you, making you live their dreams seriously, okay, and carrying heavy burden and pressure. So yesterday, what was the point of even sending out an email when United States Postal Service doesn't deliver on Sunday? And then prior to that, I got an email saying the package would be delivered on Saturday, but it didn't come. Okay, so I feel like Amazon, get your shit together. All right. Okay, and boundless energy here, and that's probably what is happening now. Spirit just said that's why. That's why a lot of people, because I don't want to say anything bad about, human workers, but human workers, when they don't work for excellence, okay, and this is the true deal. When people don't work for excellence and they just work for a check, it really shows. It really shows. I know everybody wants to blame it on an automated system that's going to automatically send you out some sort of message or email or notification to your phone, but either way it goes, whoever's behind programming those automated messages, put some excellence on that shit. You know what I mean? USPS, that's your message. Put some excellence on it. Don't lie and say attempted to deliver something on a Sunday. Just say it's Sunday and we don't deliver on Sundays. Your package will be to you on Monday. You know what I'm saying? What's so wrong with that? What's wrong with that? You know what I mean? This is what I'm talking about, people. That when that's why everything is happening the way it's happening. Okay, for those that are feeling like, oh, this is unfair, this is not right, that's why. Because instead of you just being real simple and honest and just easy going with it, right? Instead of you just saying, hey, it's Sunday, we do get one day off a week at least, we're not delivering today. That's better than lying, saying you attempted it, but the door was blocked or the driveway was blocked. That's a fucking flat out lie. I can't stand liars. Fix your shit. It's that simple. Whoever is out of programming, just fix it to say it's Sunday. We don't deliver on Sundays. Okay. Now, mind you, it was ordered on a Friday. So Friday would have been not really a 2-day period, right? You ordered it on Friday, so Saturday is that day, and then you're going to skip Sunday, and then you know what I mean? But just, nevertheless, let me quit fussing. You have boundless energy here, family, okay? So you may be feeling unstoppable. I feel like many of you have goals. You're trying to make things happen, okay? Especially when it comes to your environment, especially when it comes to the way you feel where you're at, especially when it comes to maybe one particular person in your environment that seems to possibly, I feel like when they get in your energy, you feel like this is a threatening energy for some of you, okay? But not for all, okay? But you do feel unstoppable and full of vitality, and this easily tackles a lot of the tasks that you may be faced with, okay? There's endless supply of vigor here, lively and dynamic, and that is the first thing that came out. That is who you are. That is what everybody sees, but they're pissed because most folks ain't like that. They're not. They feel like, oh, this is so unfair for us to get it right. What? These people feel like it's unfair for you to expect them to get something right. Why? Because they just been doing the bare minimum, family. For those of you who are resonating, you've always worked extra hard and extra long and and with an extra oomph on excellence. You've always provided services, whatever field you're in, you've provided that to a point of damn near perfection where you didn't perfect it, but you definitely put excellence in there. That's what a lot of people are facing right now. I feel like the universe has gotten tired of the bare minimums. The bare minimum just ain't gonna cut it no more. It's like, yeah, now because of their bare minimums and them just doing whatever just to get it, just to do something, well, now everybody's looking at being jobless. Facts. AI's been looking at it like, damn, really? Facts. And AI has been around for a very long time. People don't think they just now whipped that out. Okay? So, yeah, I feel like you just requesting the truth is not an unfair expectation. It really isn't. Okay. Yes, I don't live by watches and calendars and stuff like that. I really don't. Like, I might look at a calendar every now and again, or, but definitely I don't wear any watches. But, when you get things, notifications, you just kind of be like, okay, well, I haven't left. Let me dig into this. And then you find out it's not even on the same day. Look at here. So there's some good news that's traveling pertaining to some murder for hire, right? Um, because I feel like here hiring someone else to do the dirty work, right? Blood money, organized crime, spousal revenge, scandal. I feel like, yeah, those people were all over you, family. And that's that energy I say that I feel, okay? That could be in your environment, in your community. It's a threatening energy. This is how you look at this person. It seems like, they are a threatening energy to you. hmm That's that unaliving feeling, okay? And that's why you may be on the defense more than normal. All right. Then we have out here good news travels, okay? It's something you've been or wanting waiting or you've been wanting, okay? It arrives. You could have been waiting on something, whatever it is, it arrives, and this is going to uplift you, okay? This is going to bring in some sort of positive information, and it's going to encourage you and bring others together. I feel like this has a lot to do with that boundless energy, because even though you are surrounded with incompetency and negative, threatening energy, you still remain vigorous. You still remain, positive, even though you are surrounded behind around some toxicity. I feel like, you just remain this way, even though you're dealing with a bunch of negativity and a bunch of deception and definitely threatening energies around you. Like, that's the first thing I'll be looking at, family. Do not make me feel uncomfortable where I'm at, because I promise you that energy will be sent right back to you. I ain't lying. I won't lie to you about that, family. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, look, I don't bother nobody, so don't bother me. But because you're jealous, you're envious, or you're just a bum type energy, you want to come at me type. You know what I mean? So I feel like you will be being promoted here. This is what has come out. Okay, so step up your career, or there may be a step up when it comes to your career or a personal life goal or endeavor. All right, some sort of advancement. All right, because I feel like you're going to get this advancement. You're going to make this advancement due to growth that you've taken in. It's like every time you take 10 steps forward, though, you've got some mangy minion trying to get in your energy field and mess with you. It's like, have you ever been in a situation where one bad apple goes away and here's another one to replace it? This is what I'm talking about. This is not your energy, but this is the energy that is surrounding you, okay? I feel like for many of you, you're staying as positive as the environment will allow. I just read something this morning. It says, what you think you become, what you feel you attract, and what you oh, let me go get it. I have to get it because because it won't be fair if I don't. Okay, but it and I bought it and it's on my wall, but it just made me really focus on that. Okay, family. So let me tell you what it says. It says here, what you think you become. Oh, excuse me. See, I'm glad. Thank you, Spirit. What you think you become, what you feel you attract, and what you imagine you create. Okay. So for many of you, when you're dealing with mangy scangies, okay, when you're dealing with minions, when you're dealing with demons, devil worshippers, devil workers, okay, this is who's all in your around you. For those of you who are resonating with this, okay, and it was like one mangy thing was removed, But another mangy thing was right there. hmm Yeah. Your ancestors are sharing with you. Okay. Your roots may not be where they're at. And somebody definitely has their hand in the sauce, but they're trying not to be revealed. You don't have time. You don't like this person. No matter what, you don't like this person. Their energy is like a hateful energy, a jealous energy. Um, but your ancestors are letting you know that you have discovered the roots that bind you to others, and that might be why you are connecting to that energy. And I feel like you need to just do what was just read, okay? What you think you become, what you feel you attract, and what was the third one? Oh, see, I should have just took a whole picture. The third one, I can't remember, but this will be my exercise though. I feel like, that is the energy because I don't like certain people. And because this mother lives right across from me, I'm like, yeah, don't trail. You know what I mean? I don't like certain people. Yes, thank you. Okay, so yeah, I can't leave it unfinished. Yes, what you think you become, and what you feel you attract, and what you imagine you create. Okay, so many of you, you've been where you've been for a minute. You have outgrown it because as long as they have resentful, fake management at these jobs, in these leasing offices, resentful, fake um, energy coming from monitoring spirits such as your neighbors, you're not going to be able to flourish the way that you need to. I feel like this is giving me the energy here of a lot of people are trying to keep their hands clean, not leaving any evidence when it comes to you being able to manifest what you need to manifest to get up and away from these individuals who are definitely always plotting some sort of harm. This heifer yesterday, I bullcrap you not, stood on her balcony, family, and had some man like just standing on the balcony with her just mugging down my spot. And I was like, damn, what? So you know what I'm saying? This is a person right here where I look at her as a threat. And that's not good for me to look at people as a threat. Message. Okay. Yeah. I feel like they have a lot to do with trying to, be in this energy here. This is like future energy too. I would say get the fuck on. Don't sign no more leases where you at. I'm just going to tell you that now. You may have to even leave the state. This is what I'm hearing. Okay. You may have to leave the state because your state is ratchet. Your state is ratchet. Okay. Let me get two more and wrap this up, Spirit. Yeah. See, this is what you want. You want the good times, the good memories, how it was. This is you yearning not for the negative past, but possibly the positive past, okay? And these energies that are surrounding you, they could be, preventing you or at least attempting to prevent you from growing emotionally, spiritually, financially, physically, like this energy here, because I'm telling you, um, yeah. You only have good memories of whatever took place in the past or good memories of a positive past. But this energy right here, I'm telling you, I don't like her. I don't like her. I don't trust her. And because of her, I'm not comfortable. So, with that being the case, yeah. and because I feel that energy around her. Like, why is a man mugging down a grown 52-year-old woman's place of residence? Because this bitch is over here minioning and lying. And it's like, did you tell that man what you done? Did you tell that man how you stole? And did you tell that man? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no. Okay, family. So I feel like Spirit is just telling you. Let's get the last message here. And I don't want to project anything, but for some of y'all, you are definitely going through that energy. Okay. Yeah. See, this could be somebody that, wow, you've got a fallacy of perfection here. Okay. Thinking being perfect will help solve problems. Constant pursuit of unattainable ideas. And that's what they're into. They're into, a constant pursuit of trying to harm you in some sort of way, thinking about it all the time, or, just trying to be very manipulative because this bitch wants to be a social climber. Yeah, you gonna climb, all right. You gonna climb your ass somewhere else you shouldn't be. Okay? I promise you. Let me get 3 and we gonna close out. Yeah, I promise you. Yeah, something about you just need to study, okay? Let love show you how to learn from each other, okay? I don't feel this is somebody you'll want to learn from, family, but surround yourself around positive energy, positive people, yes. And in time, let time forget those scars, okay? And one more spirit before we close out. And you could be dealing with a Libra, or you could be Libra energy, but you do have a very beautiful mind, so you are very connected to all things. And I feel like this energy here, it just keeps coming up. And I'm like, you know what? Shit. Look, there's getting ready to be a bunch of spaces open for you to, move on to. Okay? Some of you are considering just leaving the state. I definitely suggest, if that is where happiness is at for you, do it. You know what I mean? Because when you keep dealing with people like this energy over here, yeah, that's a problem. Straight up. And you're trying to go through inner healing here, and instead, oh, I love it. Is that Chiron? Yes, Chiron, inner healing. That's where you're at. And you can't really do that if you have someone around you that is, operating in the energies of wanting to take you out, because then that makes you operate in a different energy when out and about. All right, family. So I'm going to leave that there at 2241. Take it how it resonates. No projection, but I just needed to go on and let you know this is what the energy is at this time. And I noticed that this bit. Oh, I'm not even going to go there. Nevertheless, I love you and the divine loves you. Okay, family? All right, let's go on and close out. I release the matrix and its betrayal and deception. I stand rooted in my truth as I call back my power. I am whole, I am becoming, and so it is. Ashe. Okay, family? All right, I love you, and the divine loves you. And until next time, you have a magnificent day. Ashe.